What's up, guys? My name is Adriel Rivera, and I make music in my shed. Joined with me today is somebody else who also makes music in my shed, TikToker, Adriel Pres, Washington.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Never thought I'd see the day where I'd be introduced as a TikToker, but god damn it, I am.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the edits are good though. Edits are good.
Thank you.
Yeah. This dude started doing some content for his Manifest Media. Do you want to plug that? Should we plug it in real quick?
I mean, yeah. I wish I knew the @ but I think it's @ manifest_media.
That goes to show how many TikTok accounts he has.
Exactly.
Because he's a real TikToker.
That's also fair. But yeah, just started doing business content. So yeah, if you are trying to grow on social media.
So today we're gonna be going over my new song that just came out today, as you're listening to it, which is crazy because I think this is the first podcast episode where we have the podcast come out the same day the song came out.
Oh yes, sir.
So it's a little weird.
Yes, sir.
It's a little weird. I don't know how it's gonna affect the performance of either. On YouTube specifically. Everywhere else it doesn't really matter, but YouTube specifically, who knows how putting out two videos in one day is gonna affect the performance of the song or the podcast. So
we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. But you have never heard this song before?
I haven't.
Are you excited?
Let's dive in, dude.
All right, let's dive into this. This is Calm Down.
Shut that noise up. Ooh,
Ooh, bro.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So there's a song. Initial thoughts, questions, comments, concerns?
Dude, it's dope. It sounds really different. Like I think sonically, I think it just sounds really cool. Love what you did with like all of like the drops and the side chaining and the different effects and stuff with that. Like that stuff was super cool.
Thank you. Yeah, there's some cool production elements going on here that I definitely want to point out. But does this sound familiar to you at all? The song, like, when you listening to it, did you feel like I might have heard this before somewhere, sometime, somehow, some way?
No,
Okay.
Never heard it before.
All right, cool. We'll talk about that a little bit more in the lyrics. We'll break it down in the lyrics, but just alluding to that for the next episode. So make sure you guys check it out next week. Sheesh. Let's get into this. Let's go straight with the drums. So obviously in the beginning, we have this little drum introduction. And not oftentimes will I do the introduction of a song to be just drums. I don't know if I actually ever have. I always had the intention to, because I feel like it's kind of cool for some instances.
Yeah.
And if I haven't done it before, finally did it now. So I think these drums are cool.
Agreed.
They kind of remind me of like, it's very present in like Black Panther. I think a lot of people would notice the sound of like the talking drums in Black Panther.
Yeah.
Like the doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
That's not a talking drum. It's a tom sound. It's like a Big Crush tom sample that I had, but I changed the pitch as it plays, so it does have that like talking drum sound.
Okay.
And my intention wasn't to sound, well, not that I had a specific intention with the drums, but it just ended up sounding like that, and I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I don't really think there's many songs that I have that have this kind of sound to it either with the drums. So there's that.
Yeah, I like the drums.
Thank you. So second half of the first verse, bring in some hats. Now I move over to the chorus. So simple, straight back a little bit more, but there's like white noise. And now this is really cool. The white noise, this is actually something that I got from Connor, our homie Connor. But in Two Steps Behind, when he had sent me his like demo, for some context, Two Steps Behind is one of my songs that Conrad helped produce. He sent me a demo he was working on, and I fleshed out that song to become Two Steps Behind. But in his demo, he has white noise hits that kind of happen every once in a while. I thought it was cool because I never thought to use white noise as like an instrument, and so when I was producing the song, I felt like it needed an extra hit, like with every like few bars, and I thought like, shoot, why not try out the white noise?
Yeah.
And it works out really well because the lyrics of the song is like, shut that noise up, and having the noise in the background.
Crazy,
right?
That's crazy.
So really cool little thing there. But then second half of the chorus, we come in with a little bit more. We got like shakers going on, and then we bring those like toms back. So second verse, we go back to what the first verse had, but we bring in a ride. And last chorus is basically the same as the first chorus, except there's like shakers at the beginning. So yeah, those are the drums. And I just want to point out too that in the first verse, these hats are here. And it wasn't until I was exporting these stems that I realized the hats are only present in the first verse, and then the rest of the song, they're not there anymore. And it's interesting because usually I have like hats throughout the entire song and certain elements of like the song, but I have hats only in the first verse, and I was like, I didn't realize that, not that it's a bad thing or a good thing, it's just a thing.
Yeah. It happens when you're creating, bro, just doing whatever.
For real. All right, so going on from the drums, we're gonna go into the chords, which is right here, the Wurlitzer. This is like in the first verse, and you guys know me at this point. You probably have realized I use Wurlitzers a lot. I love the tone of them. They're just like, it's such like a nice soft sound, right? And I like it better than a Rhodes piano because like a lot of people will probably confuse the two with the sound. They sound very similar, but I feel like Wurlitzers just have a crisper sound to it. And so at the beginning, and then let's layer the drums over that just to give you some context. And I think it's just a very smooth sound. Thank you. I got some inspiration from this song called Crave You by Flight Facilities. This is a song that like I used to listen to a lot back in, like, I don't know, I think it was like 2013, 2014. I was young. So it's like an older song, but it has like, you know, a Rhodes Wurlitzer sound to it. And yeah, I mean, like I've listened to it recently and kind of maybe drew some inspiration from that as well. But
Yes, sir.
the second verse compared to the first verse with the Wurlitzer, we're still using the second verse, but we change it up a little bit because in the second verse, the Wurlitzer is just drowned in reverb, and the timing is different with the rhythm as well. So you'll hear it right here. Let me mute these drums first, though. And it's sidechain too. But in the context of the song, it just becomes very atmospheric, right? So as opposed to the first verse of the song, where it's more dry, I guess, like closed in. In the second verse, you got all this space and ambience, you know, so it fills out like everything. So yeah, there's that.
Yeah, you can definitely hear that and feel that difference.
For real. So let us move on to the next section that includes the chords, I guess. So we keep the same chord progression from the verses to the choruses, but we switch the sound, right? So the verses have the Wurlitzer, but the chorus, and this is something that, like, just a little tip for any other, you know, artists out there that are producing their own music, like changing, like keeping the same chord progression is fine throughout a song. But a problem that you might run into is like not having a lot of variation with your song. It sounds like a loop the entire time, right? And so changing the sound, like the element, right? So instead of it just being the same, like Wurlitzer with the same chords throughout the entire song, having the chorus change to, like I'm about to show you, a synthesizer helps to keep that variation going so that the song doesn't get stagnant. And so here we have the chords going from Wurlitzer to this synthesizer that I made in Serum, that I'll play you real quick. And yeah, so that's sidechained, but it also has like a retro sound to it in a sense where there's like that pitch kind of like warping where it sounds like it's almost like recorded on tape, right? So I'll play it again so you can get a little, like, listen to what I'm talking about. So it's like, it adds like grit to it, and on top of that there's like some distortion too, so you get that extra energy.
Yeah.
Speaking of distortion, the bass has hella, right?
So distorted.
For real, yeah. So if you listen to it, but it really like drives the chorus. Bass lines are super important for the energy of the song, right? You can have a ton of energy with like the drums and the chords, but the bass is something that like you feel, right? Like lower frequencies take more energy to produce. I think they do. I'm not like, you know, a physics major or anything like that, but like I'm pretty certain lower frequencies take more energy to produce, which is why you feel them more than you hear them, right? And you can hear the bass line obviously, but you know, having all this like grit and energy in the bass line adds to like the energy of the song, and I think the bass is super important when it comes to a song, right?
Yeah.
Billie Eilish says that the bass is her favorite part of any song.
So therefore, I mean, valid. Like it must be.
It must be true, right?
I mean, we're talking about Billie.
for real. So the bass line in the chorus is a lot more distorted than the bass line in the second verse. Still same exact bass line, but obviously, because it's not the chorus, I want to tone down the energy a little bit.
Right.
But combining these elements together with the bass and the chords, we'll do these together in the chorus so you can hear how these complement each other. And it's crazy because when you hear the chorus, it sounds like a lot is happening, you know?
Yeah.
It's like full sound. But when you break it down, it literally is only like 3 things, like the drums, the bass, and the chords. And that's like the entire chorus. But yeah,
I hear you, bro, because it definitely felt like it was super busy, and or not busy, because busy sounds like bad, but like you'd think there was a lot going on in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it really is this. There's 3 things I'm looking at here.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes less is more, bro. Sometimes less is more.
Absolutely.
So the second half of the chorus also has this little synth hit, I guess you'll call it. And the interesting thing is that this synth hit is the exact same. It's the exact same synth as like this one. Except this one is just drowned in reverb. I'm only playing 1 note each time, and like it's more elongated, right?
Yeah.
So together though, this is how it all sounds like. And I want to point out something too. You probably, I mean, you definitely noticed it when you were listening the first time around, but those instrumental breaks in the chorus, obviously the lyrics like kind of like they reflect the instrumental break, right? So like I say like shut that noise up, then after that, you know, go silent, right? So
Let's move on. I know the day's been long.
and right here too.
Calm down, shut that noise up. Let's move.
Yeah, and so originally I didn't have that there, but it was a stylistic choice because I was like I wanted to, you know, do some word painting, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, super cool.
Yeah, thank you. And that's what we did. So it's cool or whatever, you know.
Just a little something.
Just a little something.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this one actually.
Really?
Yeah. I think it sounds super cool. With the drums and everything, and like I think that those little like instrumental breaks and everything, like it really does help to like set the song apart and have it stand out and like be a full experience. And I really appreciated that.
That's awesome. That's dope. I'm glad to hear. Actually, it's funny because you're the first person to hear the song. Like, you know, so yeah, I mean that's good news. So this is a bottle flute. I call it bottle flute because it literally is a water bottle that like I blew into. Not specifically for the song, but I had this sample of a water bottle that I blew into. I used the sample in like a long time ago in my song All Right.
That
You know.
I was about to ask because I remember like talking about this before.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
I still have that sample and I brought it back for this song, but I like you know, with my production knowledge that I have now versus back then, I did some more like pitch bending and stuff like that. So this is like the melody I got going on with this bottle flute. So yeah, are you confused at where this is at in the song?
No, that it just sounds absolutely crazy to me.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
that's insane. That's a bottle.
Yeah. I mean, you know, with pitch,
Right.
the pitch messed around with, but yeah. So it's following along the melody in the pre-chorus, right? With some few extra notes, and just to give you guys context, like this is where it is in the song.
You watch the day go. Yeah, you remain so caught in a fable.
So it's in the background, you
Yeah.
know, subtly, but I felt like it added to it. So originally because when I was structuring up the song, figuring out what I wanted it to sound like, you know, what the chorus was going to be and things like that. Originally, I did have the pre-chorus as the chorus itself. You know, that's what I wanted to be the chorus, but I felt like I could have done something different.
Yeah.
But I still really like the pre-chorus. And so this bottle flute was in the chorus originally, but I moved it around because I still wanted to keep it in there. I felt like it sounded pretty cool. So that's the spot that I found for it.
Sounds good.
Thank you. Thank you. And then that, oh shoot.
Oh no.
I deleted a lot of stuff. It's okay, we're good. That is basically the production of it. I want to look at the vocals though, because there are just some things that like, you know, I want to point out in this song with the vocals. First thing, the chorus, or not the chorus, the pre-chorus, this pre-chorus.
You've watched the day go, yet you remain so.
Like the main so like that melody, like, you know, and that repetition of that melody. I don't know how you feel about it, but like me, I really, really like it. Like when I wrote it, I was like, with like the melody and stuff like that, I was like, oh, this sounds really cool to me.
I agree.
And yeah, so I think it's just like a catchy melody. So I wanted to just point it out there. And then on top of that, with the let's see, with the final chorus, right? There is ad libs going on in the background. I'm sure you heard it.
Shut that noise up. Let's move on. I know the day's been long. Calm down. Shut that noise up. Let's move on. Till tomorrow comes along. Just calm.
So yeah, you heard them? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, cool. So those ad libs, like, I don't do ad libs like that in choruses often. It is something that, you know, is common in a lot of, you know, pop music, is to like have the chorus have extra ad libs going on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I just feel like whenever there's like some moments where I'll try to do ad libs and choruses and I just don't think it sits well in the mix. It sounds weird, things like that. But like a lot of times I don't even think to do it. But this time around, which I'll explain in the next episode a little bit more about this, but like I did it with this chorus and it turned out, I think, really solid. So it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
But overall, besides that is the production. That's production of this song of Calm Down.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank
Super
you.
cool. Super cool track.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
Questions, comments, concerns.
Are you concerned about the song?
I
Is the
am
song concerning?
I am not at all concerned about the song because the song slaps. So I'm pretty sure that, you know, it's out right now. So you're probably gonna like get done with this episode soon and then go immediately to that, right? And stream it a couple times because it's great.
Sheesh. Thank you. Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do.
If you wouldn't mind doing that. And if you also want, excuse me, I burped. If you also want early access to my latest releases before anybody else gets them, feel free to check out my email list down below in the show notes.
It's down there.
Yep. Sheesh. What time is it?
It is. It's talking about quotes or something. Quotes. What did I say? Oh, quote of the week.
Sheesh.
Well,
all right, we quoting it up.
let's quote it. Let's quote it down, my boy.
Oh shoot, he's quoting it down.
Who's up?
All right, I got it. You ready?
Yeah.
When you're going to change the world, I wrote word down. Damn it. When you're going to change the world, don't ask for permission. This is from Victor in Arcane, the series Arcane on Netflix. Yeah, he said when you're going to change the world, you don't ask for permission. That's what I said, right?
That's what you said. That's the quote, direct quote.
And I just think it's a cool quote.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like saying like you don't do things for yourself, you know.
Yeah.
It's like don't let anybody stop you from doing something great.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Did you ever watch Arcane or no?
No.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
The first time around, didn't like it as much as the second time around. Second time around, I did enjoy it a lot more. And I am a League of Legends player. Well, used to be, on and off. Like the last time I played was like last year. You know, so I'm not an avid player, but I was back in like middle school, early high school. was playing that game all the time.
Yes, sir.
And now I make music.
It's true. It's true. You do.
I have mentioned League of Legends in one of my songs though. It was in Keep Me Steady. I was like playing League, running out of all my mana. Wait, something like that. And I was like, the game was so bananas. Wait, no. I said time flies like an arrow, fruit flies like banana. I remember playing League, running out of all my mana.
Man, bro, I had no mana.
I didn't have any mana. But fruit flies like an arrow, time flies like banana. Wait.
That was funny.
That's crazy.
Man, so true, bro.
Yeah.
That's it's so true. I never thought about it like that, bro. Fruit flies like really, it really does fly like an arrow, bro.
For real. And time flies like banana.
Yeah.
But time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like banana, right? You know, like you get it. Fruit flies.
Bro was penning back then.
For real. But that's actually just a direct quote from a character in League of Legends called Zillion. His name is Zillion. And he says, time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like banana. That's like his joke. Because every character in League of Legends has a joke. And so that's his joke. Because he's like a time. He's like, he messes with time.
That's funny.
Yeah, right?
That's cool.
Yeah. And so I quoted him and then talked about League after that.
Well, there you go, dude.
There you go.
I love seeing nerds do nerd things.
For real.
It's great.
All right, let's go to your quote. We've been talking about League for a second.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, quote it up.
This one comes from a song I was just listening to by Yeet. He's a rapper.
Isn't that also like a meme? Wasn't that a meme a long time ago? Like, you know, like the Yeet?
Oh, yes. But this one's spelled with an A. I think that was like 2 E's.
So it's like yeast without the S.
Precisely. The song is called On One, and he said...
Panda has a song called On One.
This is not that one. This is a different one. This one's by Yeet. It's yeast without an S.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like yet with an A.
With an A, yeah, if you put an A in there for some reason.
So it's also like eat, but with a Y at the beginning, right?
Right. It's exactly like that.
All right, let's hear this quote.
So the quote
is
too
long to say it, bro. Just say the quote already.
Yeah.
God.
We leave you out of shape, crinkle cut fries. See, now I feel like we waited so long for a quote that was mid because now it feels bad. But yeah, bro said that and my jaw dropped and I was like, bro, ain't nobody ever talked about crinkle cut fries on a song ever.
Well,
ever.
Leaving you out of shape, but are crinkle cut fries out of shape?
Well, no, because like they're made crinkle cut.
Exactly.
You know
So like,
but not like when I think of a fry, I don't think crinkle cut. I think of like a nice, pretty fry. But nah. We're gonna leave them out of shape. They're gonna be a little crinkled, a little crinkly, just a little something.
Yeah, I get you. That's a bar. I mean, it is a bar.
It is a bar.
Yeah. Me personally, in my opinion, I think crinkle cut fries are pretty in shape.
Yeah.
I classify them. I don't discriminate against the other fries. You know, like there's like all sorts of I like all the fries.
Wait, hold on. You're throwing me under the bus there. I don't discriminate. I love all fries too.
I'm not saying you discriminate. I'm saying this guy does.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeet, bro. That's crazy, bro.
For real.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So like I don't know about that bar. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. But it's for quote of the week, so I'll let it pass.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You know what they should not pass on?
Rating the podcast 5 stars. Because we're your favorite podcast, right? And we love talking about this guy's music in his shed. We're about to do some another episode doing some questions and stuff. So we love talking to y'all. Yeah, everything, bro.
Look at this guy. He really knows what to do.
Yeah, I fumbled that.
It's okay. It's okay, bro. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
Yep.
Or subscribing to the podcast, whatever they say. This has been Adriel Rivera the first.
And Tegan Washington the first.
James Pres. And we make music in my shed.